one of the more tedious things to get weapon score on here in Call of the Wild is handguns. I mean, you're starting with the 357 and hollow point bullets. It's pretty slow going at the beginning, but there's a quite good solution to that here on Parque Fernando, and it all revolves around this lake. It's pretty much in the bottom right. There's an outpost here, which we have started at, and we're basically just running around to this marker. And I've started, I think at like 9:30 or something, mainly because access to your feeding here, and I'll explain that a little more in detail in a moment. But if you've seen the video where I showed this, basically because of the way pathing works for animals, they're going to spook around this way and all kind of gather up in here, and then we sit there, wait for them to come back to their zones, and we have nice close range shots on small animals, which the 357 should have no problem with. So if you've not seen the videos where I've showed this, this is essentially what happens. You spook all the animals, they go around the lake. This one unfortunately is charging me, but I have a little bit of a solution to that. I brought a tripod. Now I'll explain why I brought the tripod, but I'm also going to set up my tent just so I can get out of this guy's way. And then I'll also explain why I brought the tent. So I don't really want to bother with this dude. He's not going to really help us with what we're doing. Once we're in the tripod, we're safe. He can't hurt us. He might just charge over and over, but looks like he's getting out of here. So the tripod is because basically any animal shot from a tripod or a tree stand, or I think a ground blind, basically cuts the hunting pressure by 1/4. So normally if you shoot 4 animals in one spot, all the zones will be deleted. Now we can shoot 15. The 16th would be 4 times 4, so as long as we don't shoot 16 animals here, the zones will be fine. The tent is because eventually we're going to unlock the hardcast bullets for the 357, and we're going to want those, and also just to restock on bullets and be able to change the time if we need to. But if you don't have the tripod, I mean, you could just sit in that bush right there, maybe that bush. It's essentially going to do the same thing, but the tripod is going to help us along a little bit. So now that things are coming back through here, we want to hopefully get some broadside shots, and that's pretty good. Can I see that one? I don't even know if I hit it. Maybe. I think I see decent blood, so I'm going to save my ammo. I'm not 100% sure that's a great idea, but these guys are pretty weak, so we should be good. But basically, the kind of key to what we're doing now is we don't want animals to get back past us. So those two are getting close to past us. We don't want that, because anything that's past us, when we spook them, they're going to flee back in this direction. And their zones are back there, and that's exactly why I started at the time that I did. I don't know why she's still hanging out, but actually, because I have some zeroing perks, maybe I should go for that? It's a tough shot. Maybe I'll wait on it. So let me explain the zones real quick while we're waiting on stuff to come back. Basically, axis deer like to feed right about here, and blackbuck drinks somewhere down in here. There's 2 different paths when you spook animals. One is for them to go this way, and one is to come around the end of the lake. Axis deer, when they drink here, tend to flee this way, and blackbuck aren't in the area yet, so it's best to go during axis deer feed time because they're up here, and they'll flee this way. And of course, blackbuck are in the area as well, and they also do what we want. So that's kind of why we're doing it at this time. Again, it's, 10:54 in game now, and that's why I brought the tent. I'll be able to change the time and keep them trying to go where I want. So we're ignoring mule deer, we're ignoring water buffalo, and these guys are the ones we want. And anytime we can double up like we did the first time, that's just going to be a bonus. That's going to save us time, because of course we got to have them spook and come back every single time. But good shots are kind of the most important thing, because this is still a pretty weak round we're shooting. And when we're not broadside, it's difficult. So luckily their path seems to take us, or take them quite close in broadside. That might have been too far forward. Yeah, it definitely was. Okay, so we're going to ignore everything else and put another round in that, because we need to claim everything. Otherwise, we're not getting our weapon score. And unfortunately, I can't, I don't have, oh, I can get health because I leveled up. So let me do that. We need, oh, I can't. I have to buy one here first. Well, our next level will be able to do it. Well, she did die, so we're all good. So really, we only need to work till we get the hardcast bullets for the 357, because once we have them, frontal shots are fine. There's way better penetration. But for now, we got to stick to doing this. So I want to look and see what the required handgun score is to get them. We'll work towards that. I think I shot far back again, but we just need to kill stuff. And you can see from the tripod reducing the hunting pressure, this is similar to like tier 1, and we've shot, I already forget, 4, 5, 6 animals. I don't know why they're not seeming to flee. That might not happen every time, but we basically have to wait for them to come back the same amount of time anyway. Now, let's hop to the tent quickly, since we have a moment for them to come back. And let's see what the required weapon score is for the 357 hardcast. So we need 739. Usually you get about 50 per harvest, so this is going to take a while. But if we keep doing it, it's way faster than like only shooting, say, roe deer or some of the other small animals that you just kind of come across occasionally. Alright, so that seems to be all the black buck. I think we shot them all. I couldn't find that one female still, but I figure we'll just cut our losses. So we're at 576, I think. Handgun score, we need like 150 more. But I was thinking, I was running around looking for that other black buck. I'm pretty sure we can take advantage of one of the other paths the access deer can take. So I rested, made it access deer drink time, and we are going to go down here. They're probably drinking somewhere in this area. And we'll spook them and see which way they go. I tested this a lot before I recorded this, and every single time I tried access deer drink time, they fled the other way, but for some reason, this time they're going exactly where the black buck went. So at least the good thing is, we kind of already know what's going to happen. We know where they're going to want to go. And if you're doing this yourself and you're getting the access deer to flee the other way, you can try to set up on them there, but really, maybe you should just try resetting the time a couple of different times and see if that makes a difference. I don't really know why he's coming in, like, back there, but it'll work. Hopefully we made a decent enough shot. I do actually want to see, because the last shot wasn't so good, but even though access deer are technically bigger, at least in terms of weight, they're way smaller models than black buck, and maybe we can get better quick kill, and that would speed things up a little, so I'm going to go for hopefully just a single lung shot. For some reason, they don't want to come as close. I did move out away a little bit on purpose, but usually they were coming a little closer to where I'm at. Wild Stuff Spooked, actually. We'll go claim this guy and the other one because it was an intestine hit. Also, we have a perk point, so we'll unlock long range 0, and we have a skill point, which I want to put in spotting knowledge, so I can see the health percentage on animals when I spot them, just so it's gonna give me a much better idea if I make a decent shot. And I hit too far back, so maybe we will be okay. Just to single lung them and get higher quick kill. Okay, that's a little odd. It was a little further away, but single lung 7%? Maybe black buck were better anyway, but we don't need much more weapon score, so we can manage on the access deer. Hopefully then we can get to here. I want to catch them like while they're slowing down, ideally. Because we have to keep making trotting shots. Alright. Do that, and of course they're gonna flee quickly, and I shot over that one, so at least no extra tracking, and he is dying, so it's really slow. We're losing most of the quick kill, but we need like maybe 3 more after that. That's actually so odd. You can get single lung hits and it actually does that poorly. I didn't know that. I expected it to do better, but I do think once we get the hardcast bullets we're gonna be better off anyway. Alright, I think maybe we can get a double here. Tried to stay a little far back on the first one to maybe catch like an extra organ. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to spot that other one, which, oh, maybe I can. It would be kind of problematic because a lot of times they're not leaving tracks now. I will say, if you're doing this, probably you want to reset the game in between. I think that'll help you a lot. Just so tracks don't get so buggy as they have been for me. Like, I don't even see blood from that first one. I should probably go look now before I lose all that. So that's one. We'll be really, really close. I think we need one more access here after this. And I know this video is getting probably way too long by now, but hopefully showing it all like this will make it a little more helpful. Still ain't got the one lung on that, but that's gonna have us, I think, just a little bit short. So hopefully one of these guys will cooperate. They keep like starting to trot right about here, so I think we'll take the shot and a follow-up just to try to speed things along. I think that will make us lose integrity, but I just want to make sure I can find it. And we're literally one weapon score away. We got that unfortunate, so that's doesn't really matter how bad of a shot we make on this one. We'll get to the hard cast bullets. And I think we're going to end this video here just because I think we've shot so many animals and it's probably been a pretty long video. But once you get the hard cast bullets, you can move a lot more quickly. You can take riskier shots because you get better penetration. You can shoot more animals, like you can go to Leighton and hunt deer and stuff with it, and it'll be a lot easier. Mainly you want to go for hard shots, things like that. But let's go ahead then and just see how far away we are from the 44, because that's the biggest thing. And it's like 500 more handgun score. That'll be the next video. I don't know where we're going to hunt. We'll probably do something different than this, but we'll go and unlock this. And once you have that, realistically, you're in the clear. Really what we're trying to do is unlock the 454, because that's going to help us with buffalo charging and things like that. But yeah, once you have the 44, it's a pretty quick thing. So yeah, I hope that all made sense. As always with all of these beginner series tutorial videos, if you have any questions about it, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get to them. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.